$15, get him Chinese food. That's how I heard myself all the time, annoying, cloying voice, plain vanilla.
And now you got paid for it. Hooray!
That's right.
All right, if you two could discuss your favorite Futurama scene, I'm gonna go into the audience. If you have a question, please raise your hand and I'll come and see you.
Favorite Futurama scene? I would think one of my favorites is when Bender and Fry are walking up the side of a building, a la like Batman 1966. And they're walking up the building and Bender looks in the window of a room in this building and says, get a room, you two! The person in the room says, we're in a room! And Bender says, wanna lose some weight? My favorites.
A scene that it's not so much dialogue heavy, but when a giant Bender and a giant Zoidberg are throwing each other around the city having a fight.
Who wants lobster bisque?
Believe it, Robert. How good you was that? Robert. And I called him a robot because all those old science fiction movies, these old stiffs in black and white would go, what do you think of this murderous robot? And I said, robot?
Robot. I'm not hearing a no. It's a funny thing about Futurama. It's like we were always mimicking Billy. Like that was the best part. Like just doing Zoidberg, just doing a Zoidberg to his Zoidberg. It was like dueling Zoidbergs. It was very, or the professor, Oh, good news, everyone! Bad news. It was the best.
I have to pretend I'm really enjoying watching my colleagues do that, but it creeps me out. No, it's beautiful
Sorry
to have
about
people, performers of this caliber, screwing around with voices. And I guess there was a couple of times when I couldn't be there, so you guys had to draw straws.
Yeah.
Who was going to do it?
Do it. And I was like, I want to do Zoidberg.
Wow. Hey, I love the funniest part about Zoidberg. The funniest thing at all about him is that he's a doctor and he's poor. That's hellaciously funny.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay, we've got a question over here.
Yes.
Hey you two.
Hey.
I have a question.
Hey,
I'd like to ask, since you two are very well-known comedians in the TV animation shows, I want to ask, have you ever heard of the movie Hunt for the Bewildered People?
No. Now I feel bad because I just killed your question.
Ask another movie. What else have you seen?
We put him right back on the spot, didn't we? That's the way to do it, right there.
David.
No, you.
No, I want to talk about something like that, but I didn't see that.
No.
Well, if you get the chance to try and watch it, it's very funny. It was made in New Zealand.
Okay. As New Zealanders there, very funny. In their woods, right on a question all the time.
Yeah. We went to the mineral pool, the hot pools, and the minerals and everything. Didn't we in New Zealand?
You did. I didn't do
you
that.
didn't go?
No, I didn't do that.
I thought you were there the
Hey
whole
man,
time.
you ain't getting in no hot spring. Yes.
Hi, my question is, with all the characters you've ever done, who would win in a battle royale style fight?
Oh man.
Aquaman. Just because he'd show up and just be like, I have a dolphin. It's going to kick your ass. Yeah, Aquaman. Yeah, sure.
I could tell you who wouldn't win in a fight is Zach Brannigan. It's like, I'd like to hit you and knock you on your ass, Zach Brannigan, but when you open your mouth, there's no place to hit you. I resemble that.
Another one over here.
Yeah.
I was wondering, what are the differences between voice acting for a video game, between voice acting for like an animated movie or TV show?
Well, for one, your normal animated television show is 22 minutes of program, 22 minutes of content, and that's it. So you read the whole script through, and you come back after they've punched things up, and then you're in post-production, and then you come and record that, and then it's done. Video game, much different story. Not only do you have to do the scenes that they have interspersed with the action to explain the exposition of what's going on, you also have to fill out the life of that character within the game, which is a huge amount of dialogue and the pages and pages and pages upon pages of efforts, and the same thing pretty much over and over again at a speaking level, at a louder level, and then you're shouting over action, or you're shouting over machine gun fire, or it's the reason we're on strike. You guys have heard about that, right? The Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, we're on strike against the video game companies, because it's a lot of hard work. And it's not just, when we go into the studio, it's not just us standing in front of a microphone and talking. It's a whole lot more.
A whole lot of screaming.
Yeah, a whole lot of screaming and emoting and using a lot of energy, and a video game will tap you out. Like, if you have a 4-hour session with a cartoon, you're speaking maybe 20% of that time. If you have a 4-hour thing with a video game, you're speaking 100% of the time. All of it. So it's just there's tons and tons
How
of pages.
about responses? Like, if a player quits, you've got to have responses.
Every response.
If they get hit or down and out.
Every response to an attack, response to taking damage, response to it's mind-boggling.
So how many variants